Hey babe,
Yes,
why do you love me so much?
because you're a student. Hey babe,
Ah,
how you're so fit?
because I was an F student. I didn't stop fighting. Hey babe,
What?
you know why we're so rich?
Why?
You know why.
Actually, I know why.
Why?
Because you're a student.
Exactly. They wanted to teach me how to get a good job and work a 9 to 5 and stay broke for the rest of my life. Hey guys, if you're an F student, just remember, you got a bright future, buddy.
Smart.
Welcome back to the Bubba YouTube channel. That was cringe as hell, but the AMU, the Alpha Male universe, is truly a crazy place filled with so many different characters. But the worst of the worst is hands down Princess Azoulay. Now this monster has tried his very best to change the narrative as to what type of man he is. He has gone out of his way to lie, trick people, and he's even demanded an apology from the victim of his crimes, seeking her out on social media. But many people don't know that there is a man behind the scenes that is running the entire Azoulay grift. Now this guy has tried his very best to not be known by the world. He doesn't want anybody to know that he's in on this whole Azoulay grift. But there was somebody in the Bubba army who was vigilant enough to expose everything, and this guy tried to scrub it all, but guess what? He wasn't quick enough. This one is going to be a wild one. It's going to be somewhat different from the usual style of my previous videos, but let's put our Sherlock Holmes hat on and let's investigate. So be sure to get in the flow state together. Let's get bubbly with it and let's get this show on the road.
Do you want to know how I sold over $2 billion worth of real estate at 38 years old? I own a company called Real Estate Faster, started it 14 years ago. We make thousands upon thousands of phone calls every single day to sellers who raise their hand and say, I want to sell my home. We set those sellers up with the real estate agents. The real estate agents sell the homes. They give me 30% of their commission. I sell a lot of homes like this, over $2 billion worth.
$2 billion worth of real estate is what this guy claims. Now, okay, you may be scratching your ass cheeks and you may be thinking, well, that guy could simply be a mega glazer, right? Azoulay has a lot of footage online and maybe, okay, he just used some footage and for some reason decided to use him. Well, okay, well, here's a photo of them two together. Now, they went to the range, they did their thing or whatever, and this post is actually very infamous in the AMU, in the Alpha Male universe, because this is where Azoulay started his whole like secret special forces Delta Force clear unit narrative, right? And we have Devon photographed with Azoulay. So we know that it's not just a random man using Azoulay clips to maybe bolster the narrative of the story or anything like that. No, Devon and Azoulay hang out with each other and they have photographs together as you saw on the screen, right? But it goes deeper than that. If you have paid attention in this whole Azoulay drama, he's always emphasized that he is a real estate mastermind, but he's recently been doing this.
When I was doing the mentorship for sales, the guys who are under my mentorship are now making 30 to 100K profits a month. Now I decided, since we all became one big family, why not open up my company and they'll start working for me and make more money than they're making at the moment. So here we go. I opened up the office and now we're looking at some conference tables. Tell me what you think. Huh? Isn't this a sick conference table? 2.5K. Have your sales guys sitting there every morning, running the office, running leads, bringing in $2, $3, $4 million a month. That's the way to do it. I used to do it back in the day, and I decided I'm going to do it again. So anytime I put my mind to something, I do it. Whether it's opening up a company. For me today, to open up a company doesn't take much. 5 minutes and I open up a company. Why? Because I've done it.
So why does it matter that we have to hear Azoulay brag about some real estate company that he's claiming to have founded, right? Why does it matter that Azoulay told everybody that he's hiring salespeople to nonstop call others in regards to selling and buying real estate, right? Well, it matters because I'm suggesting that this entire thing is in fact funded by Devon. It's not even my own words when I say that I think that Devon is the one behind the scenes. It's actually the guy himself.
You want loyalty, you need to make people feel like they owe you one. The way that you do that is by constantly either doing them favors or buying them things. See, people, when they get things given to them, they have this feeling like, oh, I need to reciprocate, I need to reciprocate. And that's when you make the money. I've seen realtors give away a bottle of wine, it costs them $20, and then they get a $30,000 commission.
I think it's this clip that really is going to make the audience, you, pretty much on my side when it comes to this theory that Devon has made Azoulay his bitch, right? I didn't say it, right? Devon himself said you have to get loyalty by buying things for people, by doing stuff for them, by investing in them, and then conveniently uses several clips of Azoulay, right? So we've established that Devon is some type of real estate expert, okay? Now, probably people in the comments are going to say that guy's a lame, he doesn't know shit, okay? But just for the purposes of this video, for the argument's sake, we're going to say that Devon is a real estate investor. We have established that he is friends with him. He has been photographed with him. We've established that Azoulay has some new type of marketing real estate venture. And we have finally shown Devon himself saying that he gets loyalty. He has made Azoulay his bitch because he buys things for him. Now, where I think all of this makes sense is that I believe that Devon may be some childhood friend or some type of glazer, because we have this testimonial that was found by the Bubba Army in which Devon is glazing Azoulay. He's saying that the kingdom or whatever made him so much more fit. Truthfully, looking at the photo, I don't see any difference. Maybe you can comment down below. So there are several theories as to how the friendship originated. It may be a childhood friend, it may be a glazer, but at the end of the day, I believe that Azoulay is actually this guy's bitch, and it gets so much worse.
So there's a guy in here, Saintaholic. I think he makes videos talking shit about you. I think he's probably here trying to find some videos to talk shit. And his comment in here was, oh, so it was all on purpose to promote your brand. I see now. So he's catching on. He's been making content on you. He's just now clicking that he's the promoter.
Yeah, of course. Even all the fake shit on social media. Who do you think started this shit? Come on. This is to promote me.
Big shout out to Saintaholics, a fellow brother in arms, slam dunking these alfalfa lames. And Saintaholics went in Azoulay's Twitch stream. Yeah, Twitch stream, that's a new venture. I guess Azoulay wants to be like XQC, but we all know that venture is going to fail as well. But Saintaholics went into the stream, trolling them, gadooshing them, slam dunking on them. And why does this clip matter, right? Even though it was hilarious to see his face when Saintaholics was in there, why this clip matters in the grand scheme of things is that I think it further establishes the fact that Devon is the man behind the scenes managing this entire Azoulay grift. I think, in my opinion, it's clear as day that it is Devon's voice in the background laughing like Squidward. He has a voice that just really sticks out clear as day, and I think that's Devon, okay? And I know there's a whole lot of there's a whole lot of my opinion in all of this, and it's because I don't have 100% proof. I am simply proposing the idea with all of these clips that it is at least plausible, it is at least reasonable that we could reach a conclusion that it is Devon who is managing all of this, right? And I will allow you to reach that own conclusion. I'm not going to force you to believe one thing or the other. But what's the motive in all of this? I personally think that Devon knows that he doesn't look like an alfalfa. If we're being nice, right? He looks like a below average guy, okay? And he understands that he doesn't have the Vincent Fisher, the Wes Watson look. And so he's not going to get insecure men to pay his program because they're going to be like, I don't want to fucking buy this program from this lame, right? So he uses Azoulay to funnel clients. I think that's the motive. I think that's the scheme in all of this. And you know what? I think it makes sense because he even said himself, you got to invest, you got to buy things for people so they get back, so they give you back, my apologies, more than what you put in. So let's continue on with the video.
Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to persevere. See, we all get stronger under stress. If you want your muscles to get bigger, you have to lift heavier weight. If you want to become better in real estate, you need to go out there and get your reps in. You need to go out and knock on doors. You need to make phone calls. You need to make offers. You need to go in front of people. You need to be vulnerable. You need to have this potential for loss that you can go out and fail. You need that stress. Men perform 3 times better under stress than they do in comfort.
So I think we've established now at the end that Devon does have some desire to try to coach men. What he was saying in this clip, right? It's not necessarily wrong, okay? Like men are going to perform under stress, and it's perhaps through these really hard and stressful times that you will become a better man. I don't really disagree with the message, right? But the reason why I showed the clip is that it establishes that Devon does have some interest in this whole like male coaching, alfalfa coaching, whatever word you want to use, right? Life coaching, okay? That he definitely is involved with that. So I think this whole video is just simply making the case. And like I said earlier, I'm not going to force what you think, okay? I'm just going to let you sip some tea, sip some coffee, sip whatever you like to sip, watch this video, and just come to your own conclusion. And if you made it this far to the video, like 10 minutes in, then I want to hear your comments down below. I want to hear what the Bubba Army community thinks. Maybe you're not part of the community, hit that subscribe button. And I'm genuinely curious because all of this happened because somebody in this community did the right thing and found out everything. This video would have never been made if there wasn't the vigilance and honor that is typical of this community. So you know what? I'm not going to waste your time anymore. I hope you have a great day, and I am very curious as to what you think. I'll see you in a future video later.